Right, it's Monday afternoon. I've come out today after that journey from Wales last night. I developed a fucking migraine, didn't I? I was in quite a lot of pain by the time I got back into Stevenage. I took a bunch of painkillers. I've had a good sleep, but now I feel like I'm hungover. It makes you feel quite fragile after your headache's gone. So I've come out for a walk. Sometimes they say getting some fresh air, well, is what you need. So I had to get up. So I've come back to AOT St Lawrence. I've had a look at the old church again, and now I'm going to go and have another look at the new one. And this time I'm going to see if I can get in there, because last time, well, the past two times I haven't been able to get in, but I've watched a couple of videos from other people and they've had no problems, so I'm going to go and attempt it myself. So let's see what happens. Now, if memory serves, the chap that built this new church done it because it was his decision to demolish the old church, but he'd done this new church in some form of I think it's like a Greek style, you know, with big columns and the white stonework. And an interesting fact about this one, apparently the guy that built it, they've got graves either side, and his wife is buried one end and he's buried the other end. They didn't want to be buried together because they didn't get on. Apparently they hated each other, so I don't know why I find that funny, but it shouldn't be really, but it is quite amusing, I think, you know. Didn't want to be buried next to each other, so they got either end of the building. Brilliant. Okay, that was just a quick one. I've done about 1.5 miles now, and the weather's starting to change now. It's getting very dark, and it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, I wanted to talk about my plans. Now, at the moment, because it's winter time, the prices of travel lodges have gone down, and I want to go back up to Norfolk, and I want to go back to Norwich actually. Well, I want to go to Norwich, not back to Norwich, so I've never been there before. But the reason for that is there's a lot of stuff to view around there. I found quite a few like redundant churches and some historical monuments and bits and pieces like that. So what I'm planning on doing, hopefully before the weather starts to turn nice, is go and get a cheap room in a travel lodge, because I was looking over the past couple of weeks and they were doing a room near Norwich, I think it was Acle in Great Yarmouth, for £28, and that's not too far away from where I want to start my visit. So I think if I go to Acle and then plan where I want to visit nearest first and work my way through these locations, I think I shall make a good weekend. Now the decision I've got to make is, do I get up there early on a Friday, or sorry, after work on a Friday, and do my walk on a Saturday and then drive back to Stevenage then, or do I'm tempted to book 2 nights, to be honest with you, to make it worthwhile, because trying to fit everything in one day during, you know, the winter months can be a bit of a nightmare, because you haven't got that much daylight, and it doesn't matter how well you plan things, you always need a bit more time. And because I've got this habit of getting bloody lost all the time, I do need that extra bit of time to have an amble around and find what I need to. I do struggle with working on a like an inventory. Is it an inventory, is that word? You know, like an action plan, you know, a time frame. I don't like having a time frame. I like to do things at my own pace and not worry about the time, you know. I think that's why I enjoy getting up early, getting out and about early, and just staying out as long as I can. I think if you've got to be back for a reason, it just makes it more awkward, and it makes it more of a, well, it puts you on edge, doesn't it? If you've got to be back for a certain time, you're focusing more on that time frame than you are enjoying yourself. So anyway, that's where we are. That's what I want to do. I'm hoping to get up to Norfolk at some point before April. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and I will, you know, go to these places in order. Anyway, back to today's adventure. Well, I wouldn't say it's an adventure, I just need to get out just to clear my head a bit, really. I've had a walk round Ayotte again, and you've just seen the church, but the weather's starting to turn now, so I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go now. I'm going to start heading back towards Stevenage. What's that one say there? No, I can't go that way. Yeah, I'm going to head back towards Stevenage now. I have got to get some supplies, because I've got absolutely nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I've got to meet my friend later on this afternoon as well, because the battery in my camper van is completely dead. Absolutely nothing, not even enough power in it to make the LED on the dashboard flash. Now, it has been fired up over the festive period by my friend. He jump started it for me, give it a run, and, you know, tried charging up the battery, but it's just not holding a charge, so I had to pick another one up this morning. Anyway, I'm waffling now. There's a surprise. I'll bring it back if I've got something else to report or show you. right, this is St Mary's Church in Welling, and I'm surprised to see it open as it goes, because there's quite a lot of activity outside, so I thought this would have been one of them places that was locked up, but there was a big sign outside saying open for reflection and quiet prayer or whatever it is, and that's really nice. And this church is the warmest church I've ever been in, ever. But I can't see any radiators anywhere, so God knows where they're heating it up, but it is so warm. It is lovely in here. It really is. It's so nice. Oh, there is radiators, yeah, behind, old-fashioned ones. But yeah, I'm glad that I popped in. I didn't plan this. I was just driving through Welling on the way home from AOT St Lawrence, and I see the tower of this one. I thought I'm going to find that and dart in, and I'm glad I did. Well, I'm glad I dart into all of them, to be honest with you. I'm hoping there's a visitor's book. Yeah, there is. I'm going to sign that, because I think I've signed quite a few visitors' books in churches now, and I want to keep that going if I can. Yeah, anyway, so it's quite pleasant in here. Quite a sizable church. Couldn't tell you anything else about it. Ain't got a clue. But if you're in the area, come and have a look. Hello, we are in Caddington today. I just took a drive out, had no plans to go anywhere at all. Just ended up in Caddington and found this church, and it is Sunday and there is a service on, but not till 11 o'clock, so it's just after 9 o'clock, and luckily the church was open. And yeah, it's a very nice place. It's very big Very, very big. It really is. Looks like there's a lot of activities that are held inside, and it all looks very, very Christmassy at the moment. But I've never been to Caddington before. I'm going to have an amble around, see what's here, and we'll go from there, really. It's not the nicest day for it, but I'll still have to come out and about to do my steps. So this place looks good enough to do a little bit of exploring.